If you're feeling confused, helpless, or you don't even know how you feel as a result of balding or being bald, right? At the end of this video, you are going to feel better about that situation, and you're going to know how to make a cold brew coffee in just 2 minutes using the AeroPress Go. Welcome guys, my name's Harry. Welcome to Baldcafe, sponsored by Leaf Shave. The link to Leaf Shave down in the description box. Make sure you check those guys out. Let's get into this video. So when I was balding, I really struggled to make sense of why it was making me feel the way it was. Right? What was causing all these uncomfortable emotions?
I feel like pretty emotional about it, which I hope one day will seem ridiculous. I don't want my hair to fall out. I don't know why I'm so worried about it, but I am. So I don't know what to think.
Why did just the simple fact that I was going bald, losing my hair, have such power to make me feel so helpless? Why did it trigger so many negative emotions? Now you might be thinking just that thing at the moment, and someone else that was in that situation was Rich.
Really, that was the main thing of just, why did this bother me so much?
Hey, it's a difficult thing to kind of process. I mean, I look back at when I was kind of in that space, when the hair was going, I couldn't understand why it was affecting me that much,
Rich is going to be on the channel soon sharing that full story. Oh, also, to get your cold brew started, put your filter paper on the lid of the AeroPress Go, run a little bit of water through it, assemble that AeroPress, leaving the lid off, and invert. So like Rich, I've been trying to explain a lot of those feelings for a long time now, both before and since doing Baldcafe, the YouTube channel. And I've hoped that by making sense of my own situation, I can share that with you guys, and that's going to help you to process, make sense of your own experience through it. And the other day I had a DM on Instagram, and like that, it made total sense of it all. Now, shout out to Lee for the DM. The standout bit for me was right here. I truly felt disempowered when I was thinning, and quite frankly, now I don't give a shit. But the key word there for me, guys, disempowered. I saw that word, disempowered, the penny dropped, right? Exactly how balding feels. Oh, next up on your cold brew, guys, put a hefty scoop of ground coffee into the AeroPress, add a little cold water, just enough to mix it up. You're going to be nice and neat in this coffee, and stir for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So that word, guys, disempowering, it made so much sense. When that hair's falling, who the hell knows what's going to happen, right? You're thinking, how long is it going to be before someone notices? Should I use the treatments out there? Which ones actually work? Which ones don't? Am I going to need to worry about side effects? What's the cost going to be long term? Am I going to use this stuff long term? How am I going to feel in 5 years, 10 years? What if that all changes? I'm wearing the hat. Is someone going to tell me I need to take it off? Is someone going to take a bad picture of me and post it on social media and expose what I'm trying to cover up here?
I don't know, who knows?
All of those feelings we can sum up in that word. Those are feelings of disempowerment. So much uncertainty there. Disempowering, that word, right, guys, that is balding to a T. So, how can we change that? Well, before we do, guys, grab your glass, put it on top of the AeroPress there, and in a flash, invert it. Push down your plunger and let that cold brew drip out nicely. The opposite, of course, to disempowerment, right, feeling disempowered, is, of course, the feeling of being empowered. To be in control and having things happen on your terms. Now, this, of course, is something that Dan had a little inkling might happen when he took the plunge just this week on the channel.
Where there was that middle ground of me taking ownership and me sort of being happy about it, now I've slipped into some uncomfortable patterns. I've been wearing hats constantly, or I've grown my hair out, and I'm only recently starting to style my hair after a lifetime of not doing it is because I'm trying to hide something rather than being sort of authentic to myself. I have enough anxiety. I have enough things I'm stressed about in my life. I don't want to continue to be stressed about something that's completely natural and I don't have any control over. Yeah. I think it's just easier in this situation to lean into it and accept it. And I think it's going to be quite an empowering thing for me to step up and say, do you know what? I've shaved my head and that's my decision. And if anyone's got a problem with that, well, then they can deal with it.
And likewise, in that same DM, Lee said, in a good way, I feel more confident and I'm just embracing it. It's such a different feeling, of course, to those feelings of being disempowered by it. You see, guys, by leaning into that insecurity, by taking control of exactly how it proceeds, what happens in that regard, the power truly back in your hands. You're making a statement, not just to the world, but to yourself. And it's no longer something that's slowly happening to you. Likely you also choose to be totally honest, maybe throw up a post about why you kind of took this route, and you've literally got nothing left to hide. And just as you put those finishing touches, guys, on that cold brew, maybe you want to serve it up with a few cheeky ice cubes I put a little bit of cream, a little bit of milk in mine. Marvelous. Like I said, nothing to hide, no shame, just power, right? That power back in your hands. That's empowerment. Empowerment served on ice. So in conclusion, guys, I really think those two words, as simple as it sounds, they really kind of sum up those two different spaces that we find ourselves on in this journey of dealing with balding and coming to embrace the bold look, embrace the thing in general, right? You know, you can't confidently rock that bold look without kind of going through it initially, without kind of going through that disempowerment stage. And that's important to remember, guys. Remember, it's all a journey, and I just hope that this video might help some of you guys along that journey. If you feel ready to take control, hey, I say go for it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I, of course, will see you in that next one. Goodbye. Damn, that's good. It's like 8 o'clock, but why shouldn't I have a coffee? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sat here with my head shave. Sat here with the headset on, the Zoom recorder's out, the notes are down, the camera's over there. This is good times.